Everybody ready? Let's talk about it.
If Adam had not allowed Eve to pour into him, sin would have never come into the world. Sin came into the world because Adam broke the order. We were not designed to receive from women. Your self-esteem is compromised when you have to ask your wife for lunch money. I'm not saying you got to be rich. I'm not saying you got to be famous. I'm saying that you have got to be the one who pours in, not the one who takes out. When Adam started eating out of his wife's hand, sin came in because the divine order was broken. This breaks all sociological orders of the culture we're living in now, because we are raising up women to be men. And you are not applauded for your femininity. You are applauded in the contemporary society by how tough, rough, nasty, mean, aggressive, hateful, possessive you are, and you are climbing the corporate ladder, but we are losing our families. I know you can buy your own car. I know you can buy your own house. But until you create a need that I can pour into, I have no place in your life. So stop coming home bragging to me about how much you don't need me and wonder why I shy away. Oh, y'all ain't gonna talk back to me this morning. The conversation has become, let's prove to the men how dispensable they are. And it is born out of pain because we hurt you and betrayed you and lied to you and cheated to you. And you became like you became out of pain. Oh, Lord, I told you they wasn't gonna like this, Jesus.
What's up, you guys? Hope y'all had a wonderful weekend. It's Monday, yes. Monday, August 8th, 2022. Okay, guys, so this topic here is an interesting topic, and I got a couple of views on it. Point of views on it. Now, first and foremost, I agree with what he says, that women are starting to be the men. And, you're raising angry women to be men. But before that, let me back up. Okay. So TD did this sermon on Father's Day of this year, of 2022. According to the internet, after he did this sermon, the following week, half of the seats were empty because black women didn't show up to the sermon because they felt some type of way about what he said. Again, I agree with him, yes, that women are becoming men. You notice how he said in the beginning, when he first started the sermon, about Adam and Eve. And Adam ate from Eve, and that's how sin began. My take on this is, had Adam been paying attention to Eve, had Adam had a strong backbone, and had he been doing what he was supposed to do, we wouldn't have gotten into this. Yes, you could blame the woman for giving him the fruit, but had he been strong-willed and not been a simp and not take that fruit from her, we probably wouldn't have been in it. We wouldn't have been in this mess, as far as I'm concerned. The problem with this whole situation is that women are becoming men and men are becoming women. The roles are changing. For whatever reason, I just feel like men are becoming softer and softer. Why? I don't know. I understand back in the early days, in the 80s and the 90s, you know, even in the 70s. Y'all remember that movie Claudine? And she had them kids, all them kids, and she couldn't even have a man in the house because she was on welfare and she needed an extra income. And it was Carol, I can't remember her name now. Diane Carroll and James Earl Jones. And they played in that movie. And he couldn't stay there. He couldn't be involved in the household. Anytime the welfare people would come, she would have to hide the toaster, hide anything that signified a man was there or she was getting extra help, you know. The system was made to keep the black folks down. The system was made for black men not to be in the household. All right. In the 80s, 90s, men were going to jail for the least little things, and that broke up the household. That broke up the black household. So what the women had to do, they had to step in. The men are in jail. The women got to step in and raise the kids. Okay? And them raising the kids, the women got to be harder. She got to go out there. She got to be a go-getter. She got to make sure the kids eat. So she going hard, you know. I don't blame her because who want to see their kids starve? So she did what she had to do. This topic makes me feel some type of way because it seems like just beat up on black women and everything black women do is wrong. Everything black women do is controversial. It's like anytime you want something to go viral, just include a black woman. I'm not going to sit up here and lie to you and say that, you know, black women are not coming from a place of hurt and anger. We do have anger problems. And when I say these statements, it's not all across the board, you know. When you look at the way black women operate, I believe the majority of the black women that's the rough and tough one, circumstances make them what they are. They're going through life based on the situations that they've been put into or they find themselves in. And they're trying to do the best with what they have. For many years, everybody been telling black women, you're strong. Feminism. A lot of black women fell into the feminism party. You know, we don't need a man for nothing and la-da-dee, la-da-da. Yes, you do need a man. Yes, you do. You do need a man and a woman in a household. And we want to be this strong black woman. And society tell us we strong black women and we don't need to have a man. Whereas every other culture, black, white, Hispanic, Asian, whoever, they have a husband in their household. But we supposed to be just that strong one. And like I said, a lot of things done messed up the black family to where they were ripped apart. Especially with the drug bill and the crime bill where the fathers were taken out of the house. So black women had to do what they felt was best. Granted, it wasn't always right, but you worked with what you had. And you had to figure stuff out. Back to the Adam and Eve situation. Had Adam had a backbone, he would have never let that woman have a serpent talk mess in her ear. So when T.D. Jakes is saying that we're raising, angry black women and, he knows that men did us wrong and so forth, take that back to Adam. Why are you not talking to the men about that? Why men are not getting their power back? For so long, the black woman had to run the household and so forth, that the black man now, he just sitting back and chillaxing. No, take your power back and fix the family. I hate it when black men talk about black women and how, we're manly. How about you be the man? Then I don't have to be the man. when you have a man and a woman in a relationship and there's a wardrobe and you go to the closet and there's two outfits, you have a suit and you have a dress. If that woman feel like she got to put that suit on, guess what? You're going to be wearing the dress. And a lot of men seem like they like wearing the dress. Unfortunately, the women have to wear the suit, the pants. Because men are not making it to where, okay, I want her to relax. I want to take care of her. I want her to be the woman. No, men are leeching off of these women. I just think the whole situation is sad, and I hate when they use black women, because black women are the face of so much hate, so much anger, and I hate it. Black women are working with what they have. They have to take care of the kids. They have to do such and such. And they're doing the best that they can. Again, this is not everyone. There are some jacked up women. Yes, I get that. But I think if men want to see a change in black women, they're going to have to stand up and be a man. Put the PlayStation down. You ain't got to watch sports all the time. Be more manly in the house so I don't have to flaunt in your face that I make more money than you. Or flaunt in your face that I don't need you. Make me need you. Okay? So I'm going to get off that subject for now. But let me know what y'all think in the comments. Do you think men are the reason, black men are the reason why women are like this? I believe men are not strong enough. They're not manly men. They're weak men to where a woman is running the household. You make a woman run the household and you're going to get what you got. I know a lot of men that let the woman run the household. They henpeck. And it works for them. And it's like, if you want to get back in order, get back in order. Men, do what you're supposed to do. And stop being a sorry sap. There's men that I know that just want to be up under their women all day. Don't want to cut the grass. Don't want to do nothing. Like, come on. Get back to your manly roots. And maybe the women will slacken up a little bit and be more feminine and not as masculine. Because it seems like more and more men are getting manicure and pedicures. More and more men are calling somebody else to change their tire. And granted, not every man can do it, but I'm saying, why are black women the ones that have to take the blunt of all the ridicule and all the stereotype and all the negativity? Why aren't black men being held accountable? And why don't they get up and put the pants on, put the pantsuit on, and leave the dress? So that way the woman has no choice but to be the woman. You know, why the black man don't stand up for his family, don't stick up and do what he's supposed to do? Why leave the pressure on me as a black woman so now everybody look at me as I'm the angry black woman? Why you want to lay in bed and do nothing all day while I get up and go make the money? If you do what you're supposed to do, I will fall in line. I will most definitely fall in line and following behind you. But apparently you're not doing what you're supposed to do. So guess what? I have to pick up your slack. And in me picking up my slack, that lets you get a little worse. You know, so now I become big-headed. And yes, I show off my money and my cars and all of that. Men need to do what they're supposed to do. And I'm sick of men not holding other men accountable. If you hold men accountable, then women don't have a choice but to fall in line. And women, we got to stop letting these men slack off. Yes, we're going to do what we have to do regardless because we're going to take care of the home. But we got to hold their feet to the fire so they could do what they need to do. Because until we hold them to the fire, guess what? We're going to be these rough and tough and hardcore dudes. And they just going to be sitting at home being simps, doing nothing. And we're the ones that's looked at as angry. while they sit back and are not called to the carpet for anything? Why are Black women the ones that have to take the blunt of all the ridicule and all the stereotype and all the negativity? Why aren't Black men being held accountable? And why don't they get up and put the pants on, put the pantsuit on, and leave the dress? So that way the woman has no choice but to be the woman. You know, why the Black man don't stand up for his family, don't stick up and do what he's supposed to do? Why leave the pressure on me as a Black woman so now everybody look at me as I'm the angry Black woman?